I am a recovery coach and a peer support specialist, so we help get people into treatments. I go out and find camps. We help get people to Summit Point, to Bronson. We help them get into the hospitals where they need to go for mental health. But the biggest part is we love people when they can't love themselves, man. That's the most important job that I think that we have here, and we all do it. So a lot of broken men and women come inside of here, so to be able to be that anchor and that rock for them when they might not have anybody else. So I was a consumer here before I worked here. I was actually kicked out of here for a year for doing drugs in the bathroom. Got caught doing it, owned up to it, took my year out. And the same person that had to kick me out for a year is the one that also helped me get me my job. So to be able to be in a place like this, I would have been dead if it wasn't for places like the Sheriff Center, like the Haven, once again, who helped love me when I didn't love myself. To have a place that cares about you, that'll let you come warm up, a place that will help you get a backpack, to help get somebody into treatment. You know, when you don't have a way to get into a recovery center, and we personally drive you there, we'll make the phone call for you, we'll do everything that's necessary to help get you in there. We'll call SWIMBA, we'll get the date set up, and then we'll personally drive them there. I have something like 110 people on my workload, 107, something like that, and like I said, we actively go out there. It's something a lot of other places don't do. We actively go find the homeless people here in this town. Because not everybody knows about this place. Not everybody knows where their help is. So, you know, we'll take some bags of food or some hygiene kits, and we go out there and just let them know, hey, you guys can come here. A lot of people who are trying to stay clean and sober say they try to avoid this place, but there's not a better place. We are no nonsense when it comes to drugs and alcohol on this property. Violence, this is the safest place in town as far as the consumer's needs and their safety. So I take a lot of pride in that, knowing that people come here as their safe place and as their sanctuary, because they don't have a lot of places. They get woke up all night long, have to move. They're, you know, the way that our town unfortunately sometimes looks at these guys and gals, and it's not all of them. Out of 195 of them are the best people ever meet in your life. Give you the shirts off their back, just going through a lot of stuff. And the other 5 are the ones that ruin it for everybody. Like I said, not everybody's out there doing just worse things. A lot of these people just are dealing with mental health. A lot of times it's just staying sober, even just for that day, is sometimes the hardest thing under the sun to do. When you have to choose between staying warm and staying fed, those 95 people that we just talked about, because they have a safe place to go and they have their basic needs met, when you take those basic needs away from those guys, there's nothing more dangerous than a person with nothing to lose. And at that time, a lot of people feel like they have nothing to lose. And sometimes it's better off being in jail where you're not going to freeze to death and you're going to be able to eat. I don't know if you've ever been cold. I don't know if you've ever been hungry to the point that you're willing to steal. But we have a building full of them. And that's why we do what we can to make sure those basic needs are met. And it's terrible to think a lot of these people, because a lot of these people got so far away from the stealing, the pillaging and things like that, because everything is provided for them here. Their meals, the hygiene kits, we have showers. If it's -6 outside, they can come in here and warm up. I have 40 men and women who are staying out here right now that are sex offenders that can't go inside even when it's wintertime, that have nowhere to go. Because sometimes they can't go into places like the Haven because they have women and children there. So what are those men and women supposed to do? You know? And then you add everybody else on top of that, you know, I don't know where they're going to stay. I don't know what they're going to do. Those are the kind of things that keep us up at night. It's not just about losing our, we can all go find other jobs. Maybe not one with as much meaning and purpose, but, you know, I'd like to think we all have good work ethics, but at the same time, we are not all here just for the money. You know, like I said, I got skin in this game, man. I was a consumer and I've worked here, so I've been on both sides, and knowing what this place is able to do for people, it's a game changer. But if you take that away from them, I don't know what's going to happen.